Hey everybody, welcome to the Mark Parham podcast. You can find me by typing in Mark Parham podcast on Spotify and I should pop up. I want to talk about Oakland. I've seen, the mayor of Oakland, and I think there was a video where she was talking about what she wanted to do with the city and, crime and stuff like that. And my thing is, she's doing a horrible job. A lot of these liberals have this mindset that, you can get rid of crime by reducing police presence and defunding the police, all this stupid stuff that you saw during the Black Lives Matter protest. And a lot of those ideas do not work. Places like Oakland need as many police as they can get on the ground. You don't need to, have this thing where you want to reduce the number of police and, all this other crazy stuff. And if you look at Oakland, like some of the videos I've seen videos of, homeless, places where homeless people are sleeping. You see videos of carjackings. You see all sorts of stuff on YouTube. And if I were a person, I would not want to live in Oakland. I mean, California is bad enough, but just seeing some of the videos coming out of Oakland, it's horrible. And I think it's gotten so bad that they were saying something about the NAACP is, mad about the crime and all this other stuff. But if you remember during the Black Lives Matter protest, all of those things about defunding the police and certain things should be misdemeanors. They're all coming, what do they say? The chickens come home to roost or something like that. All of those things are, having a bad effect. All of those ideas and policies. I mean, they sound nice, but, you don't reduce crime by, making the police the bad guys. You should make the criminals the bad guys. And so, places like Oakland, I mean, it's really sad. It's sad at the day because, again, Oakland has some rough areas like it's always had in the past. I mean, everybody knows that. But just the leadership in California, the leadership in Oakland, it's crazy. I mean, when you look at some of the town halls and they interview some of the people on the streets, there's this huge disconnect. Like, you would really think that some of the folks that are running Oakland, they just woke up and, they don't, they're from another planet. Anybody who's driving a vehicle or who's traveled in Oakland or watches even a YouTube video could see that things are taking a turn for the worst. And I think they're only going to improve when, in my opinion, you get somebody in there who's going to be tough on crime. Why would somebody want to put up a business in Oakland, or why would somebody want to, have their family live in Oakland if there's no law and order? So the first thing some of these cities need to do is have somebody who's very tough on crime. It almost reminds me of, again, I know this might be a bad example for some people, but it's almost like what Giuliani did with New York City. How New York City was really going to, tail in a handbasket when you had Mayor Dinkins. Giuliani came in, he was tough on crime. He got rid of the mob. He got rid of gangs and stuff like that. And so I think that's what Oakland needs. You need somebody who's going to come in there, be tough on crime. And what that's going to do is it's going to make people want to set up businesses. And then those businesses will provide jobs and opportunities for the people living in Oakland. But I mean, you can't have a city that has, just lawlessness. It almost reminds you of San Francisco. You see San Francisco and there's videos of people sleeping on the streets and businesses are leaving. Who's going to want to come there and do a tech job when you've got to worry about, your vehicle being stolen, or you have to worry about somebody, stealing your purse or something like that if you're a woman. And so safety has to be the number one priority for people living in Oakland. And if they need a mayor who's all about, like I said, being tough on crime. I think if Oakland gets somebody who's willing to put people in prison, jail, whatever you have to do, then Oakland can come back and be a great city like it's been in the past. But, that's just my opinion. I know I'm rambling, but it's very sad to see the images, coming out of Oakland with the homeless folks and, businesses not wanting to be there and people feeling unsafe. It's really sad. And, if you really look at it, it's happening to a lot of cities in California. So again, try something new. Maybe the people in Oakland need to vote for a Republican that wants to come in there and put up some new ideas or something, because just voting in Democrat all the time is going to turn Oakland into another Detroit. So again, I know I'm rambling, but that's just my opinion.